the chants of USA. You can tell he's definitely a proud American.
He's red, white, and blue as he enters the ring.
The only thing that's not is his boots, but everything else patriotic, I guess you could say.
Yes, sir.
And we've seen Tony before, no stranger. Even in Leicester, we've seen him. We've seen him in Leicester, and we've seen him in Fitchburg.
Well, Brickhouse Baker trying to taunt Tony Atlas around when he was shaking the fans' hands, and Tony a little upset about that, I believe.
And there goes the bell, match underway. But old Brickhouse there, I guess he doesn't want the match to start, so he decides to try and duck between the ropes, but the referee's telling him, let's get it on. Collar and elbow tie-up. And that was kind of sloppy right there, but what can you do? Plenty of more action, of course, still to come as the evening goes on here at Powerhouse Wrestling, as we see another collar and elbow tie-up. And Tony Atlas getting
thrown back
into the ropes. And that's the second time that this had happened from a collar and elbow tie-up. Apparently, old Brickhouse there was, I guess, talking beer with a fan at ringside.
He wants to go drink some beer, I guess.
I think he better concentrate on his match first before he does anything. And a big hip toss. And another. Doesn't Tony look in great shape, Art?
Unbelievable.
The man's in great shape. I wouldn't doubt it if one day he'd be in Pro Wrestling's Hall of Fame of any kind. For all we know, maybe he could be in it already.
Well, if there is a Hall of Fame, I would bet my bottom dollar he's in it.
And I've said it many times. I've seen this man, and this goes back over 20 years that I've seen Tony Atlas wrestle, whether it's single or tag team, especially with Rocky Johnson. Rocky, of course, being the father of The Rock.
Well, it looks like Mr. Baker here is fooling around here. Brickhouse, is that what they call him? Brickhouse Baker.
Brickhouse Baker,
he
that's
don't
the
look
man.
much like a brick house to me, Russ. I don't know what you're going to say. He looks like a beer drinker, if you ask me.
Sometimes you do leave me at a loss for words, Art, but I'm not going to go there. As we see another collar and elbow tie-up. And Mr. USA getting pushed back into the corner, and an eye rake right there from Brickhouse. Tony's head going into the corner. I don't think there was any effect, and there's another one. But Brickhouse gets an introduction to that same corner turnbuckle. And Tony bringing Brickhouse Baker to one corner, and I guess he's getting an introduction to another corner. Now, will he make the journey complete and go for one more corner?
I think he's going that way, Russ. He's making his way right to left and doing a nice job at it.
And he doesn't need a travel agent either for making his trips. I'm sure we know some good ones, but in this case he doesn't need one.
Neither does Mr. Baker, since he's on a trip of his own right now in La La Land.
And Mr. USA went for a cover, goes for a count of two. And going for a headlock right there. Referee getting into position, making sure that it's not a chokehold. And again,
well, Brickhouse don't seem to be doing much bricking here.
And even as the evening goes on, again, Art, I'm surprised at seeing the size of this crowd here tonight, you know, with it being my first time in here in the White Eagle. And I mean, I'm really surprised at seeing the size of this crowd. That's good to see.
Well, it was this big the last time we were here. It was just, this thing was going to be a sellout. There's actually people standing up in the back because there's no more chairs.
I'm sure probably some must have gotten thrown away. But Tony Atlas gets out on the outside. Ox Baker is at ringside. So I guess there must be a relation. Ox Baker, of course, no stranger to pro wrestling. He's a legend himself. But I guess my question is, where does Ox Baker stand? I mean, One, two, three. A lot of stuff going on here as we see Mr. USA getting a chokehold
over there by Brickhouse.
right in front of the referee. And apparently Brickhouse was exchanging a few words with the referee, but finally gets it into a pinning combination and a count of 2 followed by a kick out from Mr. USA. And into a headlock of his own. Hopefully
No way. Tony, you ring it. What do you say? Quit.
Well, the crowd here cheering up Tony Atlas, Mr. USA. Tony seems to be sitting down.
And there's one drop, and there's 2. One more, and the match is over. But Tony did not let the arm drop for a 3rd time. He held it up there after 2. He's trying to get some wind back into his body.
The crowd here cheering it up.
Both men back up to their feet. And an elbow shot right from Mr. USA into a shoulder block. And off the ropes. And a different form of, I guess, a clothesline. And Mr. USA going for a pinning combination of his own, going for a count of 2. And to me, that looked like a blatant shot. It looked like right in front of the referee. We couldn't tell. But Mr. USA got it right just below the midsection. And apparently the valet that came down with Brickhouse doing a little outside interference, getting involved with this matchup here against Tony Atlas. Brickhouse is distracting the referee so the referee cannot see it, and the handheld camera from WCCA getting a good shot over there on the other side of the ring.
Well, Tony Atlas, we can't really see what's going on over there, but I guarantee you it isn't very good.
Referee admonishing the 10 count. And he's up to 5, it looks like.
Brickhouse
And
putting Atlas back in, but just gives him a chop to the windpipe.
And he only did that long enough to break the count, but another distraction going on here. Referee telling the valet that if he doesn't get down by a certain count, he's going to get sent back to the locker room, but apparently he got down just before, I believe, the referee counted 4. And Mr. USA is on the receiving end, looks like of a leg lock of some sort. Referee in position, wanting to check with Mr. USA to see if he wants to give up, but I'm sure there's no way Mr. USA is going to give up, especially with all these chants of USA from this crowd. And Mr. USA just kicked off virtually Brickhouse. And Mr. USA getting a couple of
he's kind of
right-handed
wobbly
shots
on that right knee right now.
And that was a shot into the corner, and
He just wrapped him up.
now was it me or was that a quick 3 count?
That was a quick 3 count, no questions about that. But some reps count quicker than others. Brickhouse comes away a loser, even with his brother there trying to help out.
And Brickhouse is not happy. And apparently Brickhouse throws a chair in the ring. We don't know why.